Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to announce third tranche of economic stimulus today as part of 20 lakh crore rupee package announced in the wake of COVID-19. A total of 56 flights bring Indian nationals from 12 countries so far under Vande Bharat mission INS Jalashwa to sail again from the Maldives today to ferry 700 residents of Kerala and Lakshadweep. Centre allows hiring of special buses by states to transport passengers arriving at railway stations in the wake of lockdown restrictions. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar says curbing fake news does not impinge on press freedom. World Bank approves $1 billion aid to India to accelerate COVID-19 social protection response program. And onset of southwest monsoon over Kerala is likely to be delayed by 4 days, expected to hit the southern state by 5th June. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will address a press conference in New Delhi today at 4 p.m. Ms. Sitharaman has already announced several measures in the last 2 days to boost the economy and bring relief to the people facing hardship due to coronavirus outbreak in the country. The Union Government has unveiled the second tranche of relief measures to help alleviate the distress for small farmers, migrant workers, small traders and self-employed people under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Self-Reliant India campaign in the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak. The stimulus was first announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday during his address to the nation. He had called on Indians to be vocal for local. Announcing the measures in New Delhi yesterday, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the government will extend special relief to almost 8 crore migrant workers who do not have either central or state public distribution system PDS cards by giving them free food grain supply for the next 2 months.
Those who are non-card holders, for them, they shall be given 5 kgs per person of wheat or rice or 1 kg of chana. So that is for per family, and if the person is remaining without card, he can also get it based on a rough assessment which has been given to us by all the state governments. There are about 8 crore migrants for whom benefit will reach through this free food grain supply.
In her second press conference in as many days, the Finance Minister also announced an affordable rental housing scheme for migrant workers besides 5,000 crore special credit facility for nearly 50 lakh street vendors. Referring to the national portability cards under the One Nation, One Ration Card scheme, Ms. Sitharaman explained that these will be beneficial for all migrant workers in the country. Benefiting over 67 crore people, this scheme will enable a PDS beneficiary to use the ration card in order to procure food grains from any ration shop across the country.
National portability, which is now being defined as One Nation, One Ration Card, will be implemented, and by August 2020, which is another 3 months, within 3 months, 67 crore beneficiaries in 23 states, which means the 67 crore beneficiary is 83% of all the PDS population will get covered by this One Nation, One Ration Card. And we assure 100% coverage of national portability of these cards by March 2021.
In a major boost to the rural economy, Ms. Sitharaman made an announcement of emergency working capital fund of 30,000 crore rupees for the farmers through NABARD. This amount is in addition to the 90,000 crore rupees announced earlier and is aimed to benefit over 3 crore farmers in the country. Another major announcement of 2 lakh crore concessional credit boost benefiting over 2.5 crore farmers in the country through the Kisan Credit Card special drive was made by the Finance Minister. Referring to the swift government response to address the COVID situation, the Finance Minister informed about the agricultural loans worth 4 lakh crore rupees availed by marginal farmers. She announced an extended relief till the 31st of May in the form of interest moratorium to the farmers on these loans. extension of interest subvention and prompt repayment incentive on crop loans to the 31st of May was also announced. Union Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Ramvilas Paswan has said that the Food Corporation of India has made all arrangements to dispatch additional food grains to the states for migrant workers under the scheme announced under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. The allocation of food grains for May and June will be made free of cost for the purpose. More from our correspondent.
Migrant labourers not covered under National Food Security Act or without a ration card in the states and UTs in which they are stranded at present will be eligible under the scheme. About 8 crore such migrant workers are expected to be benefited from the scheme. 8 lakh metric tons of food grains and 50,000 metric tons of chana will be allocated. About 3,500 crore rupees will be spent on this intervention, which will be fully borne by the central government. State governments will be responsible for the implementation of the scheme. During the lockdown period, the government is taking several measures to ease the hardship of all sections of society, including poor, migrants and stranded people. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
The second phase of Vande Bharat mission is being launched from tomorrow to the 22nd of this month. In this phase, Indians from 31 countries will be brought back. In all, 149 flights, including feeder flights, will be deployed. Additional 18 countries have been covered under the second phase. These include Indonesia, Thailand, Australia, Italy, France, Germany, Ireland, Canada, Japan, Nigeria, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan, Belarus, Georgia, Tajikistan and Armenia. Till now, over 1,88,000 Indian nationals have registered for return on the portal.
The second week of Vande Bharat mission will be both more extensive and exhaustive. The priority is being given for travel from abroad to compelling cases in distress, including migrant workers who have been laid off, people faced with expiry of short-term visas, those with medical emergency, pregnant women and elderly are also being given priority. The cost of travel will be borne by travellers. The first phase of operation under Vande Bharat mission began on 7th of this month. Under it, a detailed plan was chalked out to bring back around 15,000 stranded Indian nationals due to COVID-19 outbreak from 12 countries. Under the mission, Ministry of Civil Aviation is coordinating with Ministry of External Affairs and state governments for bringing Indians back to their homeland. With Bhupendra Singh, Suparna Saikia, AIR News, Delhi.
A total of 56 flights have brought back Indian nationals from 12 countries till now under Vande Bharat mission. As part of Samudra Setu mission, the Indian Navy ship INS Jalashwa will sail again from Maldives' capital of Malé today, bringing back around 700 residents of Kerala and Lakshadweep. The pre-embarkation activities have begun and people are being ferried from different points of Malé to the airport where immigration and medical checkup are to be carried out. The ship will depart in the afternoon and all safety precautions are being adhered to. The ship had earlier brought back 698 Indian nationals to Kochi on Sunday. Another ship, INS Magar, had reached Kochi on Sunday with 202 Indian nationals. Indian High Commission in Malé has said that Air India evacuation flights are being planned to cities of New Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai and Chennai for the residents of other states except Kerala.
The 6th Shramik Special train from New Delhi carrying nearly 565 stranded people of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir reached Udhampur railway station at 5:40 a.m. this morning. The passengers, including students and others, deboarded the train following Home Ministry guidelines. AIR correspondent reports that the passengers were then moved to an identified holding area where special arrangements including district-wise reception areas were established for the passengers for their registration before sending them to their home districts in buses. The Shramik Special train, which had left New Delhi railway station last evening, was the 6th special passenger train to Jammu and Kashmir since the lockdown began on the 25th of March. Earlier, 5 Shramik special trains, including a Rajdhani Express from Bangalore, Goa, Madgaon and New Delhi, reached Udhampur and Jammu railway stations since Monday morning, carrying more than 5,300 stranded residents of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. After thermal screening and other formalities, the returnees were provided packaged meals and water bottles for the journey to their home districts with police escort. All the returnees will have to undergo tests for COVID-19 and an administrative quarantine at their respective districts. 3 more Shramik special trains are presently on their way to the UT of J&K from Aligarh, Bengaluru and Nagpur. The centre has allowed hiring of special buses by states and union territories to ferry passengers arriving at railway stations in view of restrictions on public and private transport during the lockdown. The Home Ministry said under the standard operating procedure, to and fro movement of passengers from the railway station to home has been allowed on the basis of confirmed e-tickets. The Ministry said some of the state governments had requested to allow special buses to ferry the passengers arriving by train to their homes. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said that a total 27,920 patients have been cured from the coronavirus in the country, and the recovery rate reached 34.06%. During the last 24 hours, 1,685 patients have recovered and 3,967 fresh confirmed cases of novel coronavirus have been reported in the country, taking the total number of cases to 81,970. A total 100 deaths have been reported in one day, taking the nationwide toll to 2,649.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of some leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. M.V. Padma, Head of Neurosciences Centre, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, has said that people need to stay home to stay safe and break the chain of transmission of COVID-19.
A virus has invaded our earth. It has invaded us. And there are zillion concerns. There are concerns about our survival, about food, about education, about career, about profession, about our movements. But these are questions for the first time in 3 generations that we are facing. But they're of relevance only if we are alive. To stay alive, stay home.
Dr. Neeraj Nishchal, Associate Professor Medicine in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi, spoke about why is it essential to follow the advisories.
This is a new virus, so it has got a very big ego. It will not come to your house unless you go out and invite it. So stay home, stay safe.
Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar today stated that curbing fake news does not impinge on press freedom. In an article in several news dailies, Mr. Javadekar said rumours are spread widely as news with dangerous consequences, and the government is committed to battling it. The minister said there is always a debate about how much freedom the press enjoys in a country. He pointed out that in India, the only time press freedom was muzzled was during the emergency. He said fake news poses a big threat to freedom of media. He highlighted that during the lockdown, there has been a marked increase in the circulation of fake news pushed through print, electronic and especially social media such as Twitter, Facebook and WhatsApp. To check this menace, the government established a fact-check unit in Press Information Bureau that started taking immediate cognizance of fake news. Mr. Javadekar said the fake news also creates panic. He said it cannot be allowed in a pluralistic democratic setup like India, not even if the purveyors of the fake news try to portray it as crackdown on the freedom of press.
The World Bank has approved $1 billion for accelerating India's COVID-19 social protection response program to support India. The total commitment from the bank towards emergency COVID-19 response in India is $2 billion. This new support will be funded in 2 phases, an immediate allocation of $750 million for fiscal year 2020 and a $250 million second tranche that will be made available for fiscal year 2021. World Bank India head Junaid Ahmed has praised India's economic stimulus package on private channels as tactical and sign of commitment. The first phase of operation will be implemented countrywide through the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. It will immediately help scale up cash transfers and food benefits using a core set of pre-existing national platforms and programs such as the public distribution system and direct benefit transfers, and provide robust social protection for essential workers involved in COVID-19 relief efforts. It will also benefit vulnerable groups, particularly migrants and informal workers who face high risks of exclusion under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to announce third tranche of economic stimulus today as part of 20 lakh crore rupee package announced in the wake of COVID-19. A total of 56 flights bring Indian nationals from 12 countries so far under Vande Bharat mission. INS Jalashwa to sail again from Maldives today to ferry 700 residents of Kerala and Lakshadweep. Centre allows hiring of special buses by states to transport passengers arriving at railway stations in the wake of lockdown restrictions. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar says curbing fake news does not impinge on press freedom. World Bank approves $1 billion aid to India to accelerate COVID-19 social protection response program. And onset of southwest monsoon over Kerala is likely to be delayed by 4 days, expected to hit the southern state by 5th of June. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan today chaired the 15th meeting of Group of Ministers GOM on COVID-19 at Nirman Bhavan in New Delhi. During the meeting, the GOM reviewed the actions taken for management of COVID-19 and assessed the preparedness of the centre, states and union territories for various measures to be taken. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri and Minister of State for Home Nityanand Rai were among those who attended the meeting. The National Institute of Virology NIV Pune has validated the first batch of ELISA kits produced by the company Zydus Cadila. ICMR NIV have developed and validated the completely indigenous IgG ELISA kit for antibody detection of coronavirus. Meanwhile, the Indian Council for Medical Research is in the process of carrying out a national surveillance study with 24,000 individuals. ICMR said the ELISA kit has been found to have sensitivity of 98.7% and specificity of 100% on external validation. Now, ICMR has also been approached by Cipla Private Limited and NextGen Life Sciences for providing non-exclusive license for COVID Kavach ELISA, which is under process.
A beneficiary under the Prime Minister Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, Kendre Balaji, converted an agency area of the Deccan Plateau into Shimla of Telangana by cultivating apples. The first crop of these apples, cultivated in a remote village Dhanora in Komaram Bhim Asifabad district of Telangana, is ready for harvest in a week or so. The 35-year-old progressive farmer is now planning to sell its first apple crop at his farm itself due to lockdown. More from our correspondent.
An intermediate dropout, Balaji wanted to prove that anything can be cultivated in any climate with hard work as an input. A beneficiary of PM Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, Balaji championed organic farming in his 10 acres land and began growing Shimla apple plants. He says the first ever apple crop of Telangana can be harvested by the end of this month, and he wants the first fruit of his hard work be presented to Chief Minister of Telangana K. Chandrasekhar Rao, for which he already got a call.
ये फल अपने तेलंगाना में वो लोगों को नेचुरल फ्रूट्स खिलाऊंगा बोलकर मेरा एक तमन्ना थी, वो आज मेरी पूरी हो रही है। पहला फसल में हमारे गौरव मुख्यमंत्री जी को खिलाऊंगा बोलकर मेरी एक अपेक्षा थी, आज मेरे वो दिन आ रहे हैं।
Besides the first apple grower in the state, he has many caps to wear as a progressive farmer. He has been cultivating multiple horticulture crops like mango, taiguva, sapota and also millets. All are being grown in organic method. Lakshmi for AR News.
In Maharashtra, 2 infants were among 51 COVID-19 patients who recovered from the deadly infection at Kalyan Taluka in Thane district. They included a 1-month-old baby girl and a 2-month-old baby boy who were discharged from different hospitals following their recovery. On the other hand, even as several congested areas in Pune city turned into COVID-19 hotspots, slum pocket of Janta Vasahat has managed to fight the virus with coordinated efforts of its residents and authorities. The locality has only reported 2 cases of COVID-19 so far, and the Pune Municipal Corporation plans to keep it that way. Pune Municipal Commissioner Shekhar Gaikwad attributed the success of controlling the spread to containment measures undertaken by the civic body. Meantime, in a major step towards rapid mass production of the medical personal protective equipment developed by the Indian Navy, a patent has been successfully filed by the Intellectual Property Facilitation Cell of Ministry of Defence in association with National Research Development Corporation. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
a doctor of Indian Navy, posted at the recently created Innovation Cell at Institute of Naval Medicine, Mumbai, have developed a low-cost PPE. The technology has also been tested and validated by ICMR-approved testing lab. Commander Mehul Karnik shared more details.
Team of doctors at the Innovation Cell at the Indian Naval Medicine and Naval Dockyard, Mumbai, they got together to make a PPE. The PPE developed by the Navy is made of a special fabric which affords high level of protection along with high breathability as against other PPEs available in the market and is therefore more suitable for use in hot and humid weather conditions as are prevalent during this time in India.
Concerted efforts are now ongoing by a core team of Navy, IPFC and NRDC to commence mass production of this low-cost PPE. Eligible firms are being identified by NRDC for taking up licensed production of the PPEs on a fast track. Madhuri Pange, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Kerala, as the COVID-19 preventive measures enter the next stage, a new mission, Grand Care, is being launched from today, spreading the message of safety of elders across the state.
The Kudumbashree mission had launched the scheme of Grand Care, a massive awareness program prioritizing the safety and care of elderlies in the state and those arriving from abroad and other places. Kudumbashree, the women's self-help group, is the pillar of COVID-19 awareness activities in the state from the beginning. The wide network of the group will be used to pass on the message of the vulnerability of elderly to the pandemic and the importance of them following safety protocol by avoiding contacts and observing strict home quarantine for those returning from other hotspots. This special campaign aims at a social change that prioritizes the well-being of self and others, which is the need of the hour. This comes with the backdrop of Kerala reporting more COVID-19 cases lately as returnees from abroad and other places are turning positive. Presently, 64 active cases are there in Kerala. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
The residents of Himachal Pradesh stranded in various states of the country are being brought back by the government due to the lockdown imposed in view of the corona epidemic. A special train from Goa carrying about 1,473 stranded people reached Una railway station this morning.
Earlier on May 13, more than 600 stranded people of the state have also been transported to Una via special train from Bengaluru. People coming from outside are being kept in quarantine centers after initial health checkup. The total number of corona-infected people has increased to 74 in the state till date. The count of active cases in the state stands at 33. Kangra district has recorded the highest number of 18 corona-positive cases. The COVID-19 cases have been increasing continuously in the state due to the intrastate movement of stranded people from different parts of the country. Sanjeev Sundrial, AIR News, Shimla.
In Rajasthan, 55 people tested positive for COVID-19 in the state today, taking the number of active patients to 1,881. In all, 2,646 patients have recovered so far. Today, 29 cases have been reported from Kota, 11 from Jaipur, and 9 persons tested positive in Udaipur. Udaipur has emerged a new hotspot for COVID-19, where the number of the active cases has gone up to 313. Total of 125 persons have lost their lives due to corona infection so far. Our correspondent reports that the number of infected persons has suddenly increased in the last 4 days after the movement of migrants in the state. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu has said that every single life is important and all the stranded Arunachalis in other states will be brought back in a staggered way gradually. Speaking to media persons in Itanagar, Mr. Khandu said that the state is talking with Assam and other northeastern states in arranging special trains for these stranded people, which will start soon. The Chief Minister said that thousands of migrant workers have left the state after the government has facilitated their movement and many are still in the relief camps. Saying that Arunachal Pradesh is in the green zone and one of the safest states as of now, Mr. Khandu appealed the migrant workers not to leave the state until any kind of emergency arises.
In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, Bandipora District Administration has allowed the residents of Gurez Valley to move to their homes who had been stranded in Bandipora during the lockdown period following the coronavirus pandemic. These people were screened by a team of doctors before allowing them to proceed to their respective destinations. More from our Srinagar correspondent.
630 residents of Gurez Valley who had got stranded in Bandipora due to the prevailing lockdown were allowed to return to their homes yesterday in 75 vehicles. The passengers were allowed to proceed only after getting screened by a team of doctors. The vehicles carrying the passengers were also thoroughly fumigated before proceeding to Gurez Valley. The passengers shall also have to undergo this mandatory quarantine period. Though Gurez Bandipora road was opened for traffic earlier this month, but the entry of the people into the Gurez Valley was banned as a precautionary measure amid COVID-19 pandemic situation. This is Sunil Kohl for AR News from Srinagar.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its live phone-in program Samvad today will bring you a special program on railways where listeners can ask questions to the experts related to passenger trains on toll-free telephone number 1800115767. Repeat, 1800115767. One can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444. Repeat, 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 7:10 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website, newsonair.com, and on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You can also listen to us on the News on AIR app. Indian cricketer Sunil Gavaskar appealed to people to follow all government guidelines to combat the COVID-19 pandemic.
Please maintain personal hygiene, avoid gathering in places because that is where the virus can spread and you might also catch it unknown to you. Please avoid unnecessary travel. Believe me, that's the hardest thing for me myself because I am on a plane every third or fourth day. So please try and avoid unnecessary travel.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program tonight will bring you a special discussion on COVID-19. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:25 p.m. onwards. Listeners can ask questions to the experts on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates. A low-intensity earthquake of magnitude 2.2 hit the national capital today. The National Centre for Seismology said the epicenter was Pitampura in North Delhi. The quake occurred at 11:28 a.m. at a depth of 8 kilometers. The onset of southwest monsoon over Kerala this year is likely to be delayed by 4 days, according to the India Meteorological Department. IMD said the monsoon is expected to hit the southern state by 5th of June with a model error of plus or minus 4 days. The onset of monsoon over Kerala marks the official commencement of the 4-month rainfall season in the country.
Now let us take a look at the weather for the day. A report.
In the national capital, minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature is expected to be around 38 degrees Celsius. Delhiites may witness a partly cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder lightning. Mumbai will experience a mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards the evening. The minimum temperature in the city was 29 degrees Celsius, while maximum will remain around 36 degrees Celsius. In the south, Chennai will see a generally cloudy sky with light rain. The temperatures will hover between 29 and 37 degrees Celsius. In the east, Kolkata will witness a partly cloudy sky with possibility of moderate thunderstorm. The minimum temperature in the metropolis was 28 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 37. On to north, in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature today was 18 degrees Celsius in Jammu city, while maximum will be around 33 degrees Celsius. The city will be partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature was 10 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 19 degrees Celsius. The region is likely to experience thunderstorm with rain. Similar weather is expected to prevail in Gilgit. The temperature will hover between 14 and 23 degrees Celsius today. In Muzaffarabad, there will be a partly cloudy sky becoming generally cloudy towards afternoon or evening or night. The minimum and maximum temperatures will hover between 10 degrees and 29 degrees Celsius. Vasundhara News Desk.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to announce third tranche of economic stimulus today as part of 20 lakh crore rupee package announced in the wake of COVID-19. A total of 56 flights bring Indian nationals from 12 countries so far under Vande Bharat mission INS Jalashwa to sail again from the Maldives today to ferry 700 residents of Kerala and Lakshadweep. Centre allows hiring of special buses by states to transport passengers arriving at railway stations in the wake of lockdown restrictions. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar says curbing fake news does not impinge on press freedom. And with that we end the midday news.